Hi, my name is Ewelina.
Hi, Ewelina. My name is Duane.
What is it that you do?
I am the executive director of an after-school program called Paradigm that teaches media production to high school students.
Is this what you first wanted to do?
I wanted to do media production, and I did that for a while, but I was also working and volunteering with youth, with either after-school programs or with DCF funded programs, and this was a good way for me to actually merge the two. So, not directly. So when I was in high school and maybe like the first 2 years of college, this wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, but it's pretty close.
Okay. So, how did you get here exactly?
Well, I started my own company. It's based on a program that was being run by Cox Communications up until I'd say about 2006. So I did that for 6 years, where we worked in a professional production environment, but we also went into the community and we worked with youth in Meriden, Cheshire, and Southington. So our biggest collaboration was with the Boys and Girls Club in Meriden, and I really enjoyed that. And when they got rid of that program, I started up on my own on a volunteer basis. And when I moved to New Britain, I had the ability to partner with CCSU and with the Consolidated School District of New Britain, and it just sort of worked out that there was funding available, and I was interested in pursuing this full time, and that's what I did.
Okay. College-wise, how long did it take you to finish college, and which path did you take?
Okay. I got a full scholarship to go to Loyola University of New Orleans my freshman year. And then I had to keep a 3.0 GPA, and I had a 3.2, but they completely eliminated the scholarship, so everything turned to loans. So I had to transfer to Central, and when I transferred to Central, actually I took a semester off just to figure out where I was going to go, and I originally was going to go to Adelphi University. And then I got into CCSU because, it was just affordable, and I didn't realize because when this is 1994, 95-ish. No one had really explained to me that you could apply for scholarships, past your freshman year. So I just assumed that we had to find a more affordable school.
Yeah.
So 2 years at Loyola, I took a semester off. I transferred to CCSU, and then I worked full time. So by the end of my career as a student, I was already employed. I was working at ESPN, and I was working for ESPN, and I was working with youth through the YWCA in East Hartford. And those were my two jobs, and I did freelance work. So I averaged about 70 hours a week to pay for school while I was going to school full time. So it took me an additional 2 years as a full-time student doing that schedule, and then another year and a half. So it took me 6 years to graduate and get my bachelor's in arts.
Okay. Looking back at your your college years,
Mm-hmm.
would you change something in the way that you would go about it?
I think I would have looked at, I would have definitely looked into scholarships. So from a financial standpoint, I would have treated, working 70 hours a week just because you can do it doesn't mean that, it's the best scenario for you academically. So I definitely wouldn't do that again. I say that as I work like 80 hours a week now, but I wouldn't try to do 70 hours a week and then try to maintain a GPA. So I graduated with a 2.8. So my grades didn't really drop, but there was some hardship there in terms of getting that done. I would have, for me personally, I would have visited more schools so that I could figure out what environment I liked better. The difference between Loyola and CCSU is that the class sizes were smaller. So you had a more intimate relationship with your professors, and they were able to help you out a little bit more. And there were definitely more internship opportunities in Connecticut than when I was in New Orleans. So those are the types of things that I would look at. Because I feel like as long as you have a good professor and you're driven, it doesn't make a difference really where you go. It's about the opportunities that you can leverage from the places you do go. Had I stayed in Connecticut, for school. I may have looked at things like, community colleges first and then transferring in, because a lot of my friends did that. And they have, even though I only had 1 year of debt, it was a lot of debt that I'm still paying off. But a lot of my friends went to community college and then transferred, did get scholarships and stuff like that when they transferred, and their debt is substantially less than mine. So yeah, that's something that I would definitely think about, and I tell people to look at the financials just as much as everything else.
Okay, it was nice talking to you.
Absolutely, always a pleasure.
Yeah.